Hello, and welcome back to Karagor Studios' Remnant Lunar Archon, Session 15. Hello.
Ooh.
Yes, we made it to 15, which we're not quite as far as my last campaign went, because I think we got to 23 sessions on that one, but we're getting there. Getting closer by the day. Well, by the week. Doodle-doo. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, we have everyone here tonight, which is great. I was halfway expecting someone to send me a message yesterday and be like, I'm sorry, I won't be there. But we're all here, which is wonderful. Ludo. Jocelyn's character exists now, so she'll be joining us with that character.
Yay!
Which stream we'll learn about more as we get in. For the moment, who would like to give the recap, or should I? As I forgot to ask again. I should make a note of it to ask one of you to prep a recap if we want to do that. This session was fairly simple. Last session, session 14, if my memory serves me correctly. Y'all found and entered. So, the previous session you had found and entered the commune, Lacephine's commune. Going in, you ended up finding a hallway, fighting your way through a few different jackalwares, as well as a couple of the Giost, as you found out, slaves of Lacephine that she had put under a magical spell to seemingly follow her loyally. After working in that hallway, you went and took a short rest, heavily needed by some of the party, spending a couple of hit die for the first time in this campaign. You worked your way through a workshop, found a dwarf in there who seemed to have been working for a long period of time. After giving him a break and letting him sit down, you began to go through the long central hallway that led to Lacephine's lair. You almost went toward the western side where you believe the slaves are, but then ended up killing a couple of jackalwares at the door to Lacephine's lair, and then decided to go ahead and go in. Trying to bluff your way into her good graces, she sent out some what appeared to be iron bars and things to block your movement, that you later found out were just illusions. After some very tense talking for a few moments, Garon stepped forward and cast a thunder wave that hit her as well as several of her harem members, as well as alerting pretty much the entire commune.
It was notably very loud.
It's a thunder wave. It specifically says everyone within a 300-foot radius hears, and it doesn't specify like walls and stuff. I would assume it does. I would personally count it that way to like things that are several walls, or like there's a spot that's over 100 feet of dirt between you and another portion of the commune. Those don't hear probably, but down the hallway did hear. After fighting for a minute, you managed to non-lethally knock out, let's see, who was it? It was Kanye the human, harem member. He is slumped down on the green chair in Lacephine's lair, with a 3-pronged finishing strike between Doug, Thicket, and Garand, with Garand having a traumatic vision in the moments before Lacephine's death. He quickly collected himself, as we will be starting in the next few moments, as we will be having everyone re-roll initiative, as Garon can pretty much see down the hallway. Let's see, let's go ahead and show all NPCs, but then I'm going to go ahead and hide Bob the test dummy again, because we all hate Bob. Or at least I hate
love Bob.
Y'all love Bob. I don't like Bob. Bob's
It's
awesome.
okay, Bob.
Bob's alright.
He's just a little guy.
I will go ahead and reshare the map in case any of you need it, though y'all should be able to access it.
Is Bob a crustacean?
We gave him the crustacean picture. Bob
Nice.
is the NPC login for chat view. He's the way that I can make it so that chat can look at the screen and see what y'all see. But I have a vendetta against Bob for reasons I haven't actually decided yet, but I know I have one. Also going to go ahead and we'll describe the character and properly introduce them when another player sees you. And when you get to your turn, we will kind of indicate who exactly you are. I'll go ahead to throw you onto the... this should theoretically... Yep, we'll go ahead and throw you onto the party sheet for if that becomes relevant. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw you onto the combat tracker as... Yes, so the advanced effect already applied. You're on the combat tracker. And I will place you in the room that you will be in.
Yeah.
In the room where it happened.
In the room where it happened. I got to see that play yesterday, or not play, but that musical yesterday. It's great.
Ah.
They did a great job. There were some things that I didn't like about it because it was, a performance done by not the Broadway cast that I've gotten so used to listening to.
Right.
Let's see. Why can Bob not see the enemies? Okay, so Bob can see the enemies now. I don't know what the deal with that was. Doodly-doo. And, alright, I need everyone to go ahead and re-roll your initiatives.
Do I roll initiative as well?
Yep, you will roll initiative. I'm going to roll all NPC initiatives.
Hurrah! I love a free nat 20 for an also
yes.
hero point.
Take a hero
I
point.
did it correctly.
And also, Gambit, go ahead and mark on your main sheet the INSP. Wait, you already know how inspiration or hero points work. You filled in last session. So go ahead and take a hero point. You'll get one whenever you roll a nat 20 or at the beginning of every session. So everyone will get one of those.
Nice.
Two things.
Yes.
I think we need to take a second and recognize that I didn't have to ask anybody how to roll initiative, and I did it correctly. Thank you.
So proud.
Secondly, Maverick and I both rolled 18.
Nice.
Do we have to re-roll?
No, it automatically put Maverick, I believe, in front of you because I think Maverick has a better dexterity modifier than you do.
He does. Okay, great.
Yep. So that's one of the many wonderful things about fantasy rounds is it automatically was like, y'all tied? Oh, but he has a higher dexterity. He gets it first. And then I think if someone ties in both things, it just does alphabetical, but usually it's even.
I also love how Doug always rolls low on initiative.
Yeah, Doug he's a good boy. He's just not fast, apparently.
Or maybe his fighter skills just make him a little more observant at first.
I believe my initiative is left over from last time. Do I need to reroll?
Yes. Alertness would help, Doug, if you wanted to take alertness when y'all reach the next level. Well, I don't think you actually moved positions. So, good job. I think you're in the same spot you were before, which is almost last. All right, first up.
Wow.
Bring you back into it. You had just struck down Lacephine. Looking over, you saw the harem members almost be shocked, looking confused for a moment before looking around or looking down at their hands, realizing effectively where they are. And then an odd look of determination on their faces. And Garand, it is your turn. You can hear the sounds of yipping and beginning of howling from down to the south, coming from that hallway. But you can't see anything yet. Except for apparently Jackal 16 for some reason. I don't know why y'all can see Jackal 16. But, it's down there.
Alright, I'm going to talk to them and say, they're going to be quite mad that their lady lies dead at our feet. So they're going to count you in with us. So you might as well defend yourselves, even if you aren't on a side just yet. I recommend that you help keep each other alive, if nothing else. So, best foot forward. Let's go. And
as you look over and
I
say
don't know,
this, you see Kronk the orc gives a toothy grin in response. And they will say more on their turn.
Do I need a persuasion, or should I roll it, or what?
Oh, they're not arguing with you. They are. If you want, you can roll insight to see how they're feeling.
I mean, I can't wait to fail it, but sure.
Go for it. Roll the insight. I mean, you just saw some weird
Comically
stuff in
funny.
front of you, an illusion in your brain, or whatever that was. I mean, the orc has
That toothy grin,
tusks.
man, he's gonna
The orc has tusks.
eat me. Is that toothy grin gonna eat me? Should
Yeah, I mean, you're feeling like they might be a little bit dangerous, but hard to tell.
All right.
Not getting
All right. All right. Well, I want to make sure that at least Doug is between me and the toothy orc.
That's fair.
All right. Being unable to hear where anyone is coming from or seeing where they're coming from, and it just seems like it's all over. Is that correct?
No, it's very clearly coming from down the hallway.
Oh, okay.
There
Well,
are-
all right. That's good.
Many yips and howls coming from that direction. Yeah, and yeah, what do you want to do? You run over, stepping through the now significantly less covered piles of golden treasures that you found had been, through some illusion magic, had been made to look as though they were immense amounts of gold and treasure. It's far less, but there is still some there. Stepping past the bronze and garn. Let me double check. Should be, yes, a polished copper circlet with 3 garnets set into it that is sitting upon the pedestal here. You step past the clinking of coins at your feet as you step off to the side.
Garon seems uninterested in the treasure as he passes by it. I mean, like, he notices it, but like his focus is like he's watching the door as he's moving in this way. And he says, "Hey, Doug, maybe you can, you and Maverick can hold the fort, and I can hit from the side." So that's gonna be bardic inspiration on Doug. I think Doug does not have any right now. Is that correct?
Doug does currently have bardic inspiration.
Oh, just kidding. Well, then I'll give it to Maverick because I said also Maverick in that. So.
All right.
And then my action will be to ready an Eldritch Blast for the first Jackalware which cometh through.
Alright, you prepare yourself. Next up, it's Jackal 16. What's your movement speed, Jackal? 40 feet, and you're tiny, so you can get pretty far pretty easy. Like how to being a small boy.
Should I be seeing Jackalware somewhere?
You're about to.
Okay.
But they haven't gotten through the hallway yet. But there are definitely yips and howls coming from down the hallway.
So I'm not insane,
No, you're not. You can't see it yet.
as far as we can tell.
Yeah, I mean, you may be insane, but this is not an indicator.
Okay, good.
So that would be 15 feet. Yeah, these Jackalwares are having to play hopscotch through each other because they move at half speed. All right. Gambit. You take a deep breath. Your mind clearing. As you know, in the last few days, you've been eating scraps of food, fairly simple foods that were allowed and prepared for you. You are probably sitting or laying in this room, currently not being sent to serve Lacephine, as you found a lot of the time that you spent here in your somewhat hazy memory, you weren't doing a lot. Seemingly, in some way, Lacephine enjoyed having slaves as if they were treasure and objects. Remember the large, tall giantess of a woman who, after she put this magical spell on you, despite your resistance, seemed to be half woman and half of this lion creature. But you stand in this fairly large room with the low light revealing a fairly sparse area. You see the northern end has a few boxes and crates, including a few that seem to be set up as tables. The south end has 10 very basic hay beddings that don't look terribly comfortable, and from experience, you know, aren't. Sitting at one of the makeshift tables is a dwarf and a halfling, talking in fairly hushed tones. Laying on one of the beds over here is a half-orc with various bite and claw marks, who is being tended to by an elven man. And two more humanoids, a human and a dwarf, are sleeping in these two beds.
Cool.
As you find yourself coming back to it, you are missing a lot of your equipment. A lot of your things are not around. You are still wearing your armor, and you can see set off to the side, on top of this crate, is what you believe to be your bag, and you don't remember the Jackalwares having any interest in anything inside of it. They effectively looked through it and then tossed it just into the pile of other stuff that they've accumulated, finding none of the objects you had particularly interesting, though you do actually, your money would have been taken, so I just removed your 5 gold, sorry.
Ah, no.
Yeah, you have come to consciousness. And you
Okay.
hear these sounds of yipping and barks coming from this door off to the the east.
Cool. So I'm gonna sit up and I'm gonna pat myself down. Do I seem injured in any way? Because this
You
kind
are
of
not
seems like the
injured.
infirmary. Nice. I kind of sigh. Not this again. I go and I pick up my backpack and I just kind of want to rummage through it and see if most of my stuff is there. Like,
Alright, so quickly moving over, I'll go ahead and move you over to the box. You do find that taking a quick look inside, make an investigation check.
okay.
Alright, yeah, you find pretty easily. It does appear that everything is there, including in the little sitting next to the bag, just is the small holster, the scabbard, effectively. Scabbard's not quite right, the sheath for your dagger. Your dagger is in the sheath.
Nice. I pick that up. I put it on my belt. And I look for my pickaxe.
Your pickaxe would be strapped to your bag.
Okay, it's there. All right.
Yes.
Where's the door?
Door is off here to the east. There is also a door up here that you know leads to the primary harem quarters as well as the bathrooms.
Okay. What do it was a dwarf and a halfling, I think they were
Yes, the dwarf
whispering.
and halfling are talking over here.
While I was rummaging through my stuff, I wanted to be kind of tuned in to what they were saying. What are they talking about?
So as you look over at let me double check, make sure I get the descriptions, everything right. They are both female. These two whispering. You hear the dwarf say, "Something's going on." You feel like you feel that a change. Halfling responding. Yes, I believe I do. I don't want to risk anything in case it's just resetting or something. Looking around at the others, slightly suspicious, but not making any move against him. They appear to be effectively as shocked as you are, but distrusting in the situation.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna make for whichever door is, where the yipping is coming from.
All right. So you can go ahead and move your character, and it will have effectively it'll show you the distance you're going.
Okay. Which door is it though? Is it the one up
It's
or
this
the
one to the side, to the
Okay,
right.
cool.
Alright, so
Oh, no.
go ahead and move you just up to the door. That'll be 40 feet of movement, so I assume you're using bonus action to dash in this case.
Yes.
Alright, and I will allow you to go ahead and open the door as part of this.
Okay.
Looking through, you do see you see a fairly large room, and in the center, let's see, actually half of this description wouldn't matter anymore. You see a fairly large room with the walls lined in various cages holding a variety of animals, some more common, such as chickens and some goats, as well as some more exotic animals, including what you can immediately see and hear on the north side. On the north side is a hawk, as well as 2 baboons in a crate. In this crate nearby. You would, from walking through here, know this area that there are several hay beddings and things, and this is effectively a kennel that all the animals, including these jackals that serve the jackal wares, were hiding. And you can see the other end of the room trying to squeeze through the doors and follow additional yipping sounds. Heading outward are several jackals, including 2 giant jackals.
Fantastic. All right.
You have 20 feet of movement left, and then I would say between doing the door and taking the time to look through your box, that would be your turn.
Right. Yeah. I guess I'm going to sneak over here. Oh, too far.
Let's go back to here then. Just want to move you onto a proper space. So just, there you go, right there. They have not noticed you as of yet, but in order to be properly hidden, you will need to make a stealth check on your next turn. For the moment,
Cool.
it's Giant Jackal 13, who is... Let's see, what's your speed? Your speed is... So... Yeah, it's gonna barely... squeeze through. That's 10 feet. Barely going to squeeze through out into the hallway. Because large creatures can squeeze through small spaces. It just slows them down and makes them easy to hit. Maverick, you have just recently helped deal with Lacephine. You've taken a couple of hits, though not terribly many, from the Hera members who were attempting to beat down on you, but you were effectively resisting the 3 of them all at once due to your magically enhanced armor. And you also hear the sounds of yipping from down at the door.
Are the Hera members still attacking us or no?
They have not attacked you since she died, but they also haven't really had a turn yet.
Okay.
You would have seen the same look of confusion and determination in their eyes.
Okay. Let's see. Can I prepare an action?
You can hold an action if you'd like.
Yeah.
You can also move.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna hold an action that if they're going to attack, I'm going to hit them.
Okay, I assume with your mace,
Yeah.
or are you going to use your thunder gauntlets
Well,
from your guardian?
my thunder gauntlet. They're not going to be loud, are they?
No. Thunder gauntlets, while they do
No.
thunder damage, have no specification about noise, so you should be all right.
Versus. How much damage does my weapon do?
Thunder gauntlets,
mace.
1d8 plus 3 thunder.
What about the mace?
The mace does 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning.
Okay, yeah, then I'll go with the gauntlets.
All right, and you're holding right there.
Yep.
Cedar.
I have no idea what to do. Because, like, I don't really understand. Am I concerned about these people?
You hear sounds of chaos from down there. These guys, up until a moment ago, were attacking you and haven't said that they aren't or anything.
Well. I'm going to have my mace in my hand. I know that. I have no clue what to do. I may just do nothing.
Do you want to stay there? Do you want to move around anywhere, or what?
Oh, I want to stay, because if we're fighting, I want to fight. But
I mean, like, do you want to move closer to the harem members? Do you want to move closer to the door and the sounds of yipping and noise, where Garan seemed to indicate that he believed something was coming from, wanting to put up a barrier of people and as such, or
let me move. I guess I'll go. How far can I go? 35?
30 feet.
30.
Unless, no, you can go 35 because you're a satyr.
Yay. I'm going right here.
Stepping past Thicket, you step into the center of the room. Would you like to hold your action for anything?
Nope.
No action holding? Alright, I'm going to move you into proper space. Though I don't suppose it really matters. Alright. Let's see, Jackal 43. Which one are you? That's the one you are. You are also going to... You straight up can't. No, you're just going to stay there. You don't have enough room to get through your people that you are aware of. This one is going to be tiny and use that to his advantage to move past people and run. Up to here. Now it is Kronk's turn. Kronk does not regenerate his self-confidence ability. As you look to Kronk the orc, the grin on his face, he punches his hand, looking over. Time for revenge, I think.
I think no.
And he is going to move 15 feet to right there, and then he is going to use his action to dash as he hears the noise, and move another 45 feet up as he runs right past both of you. Would you like to take attacks as he is running past you towards the door? Cedar, Maverick, do you want to take attacks?
Attacks?
Yeah, do you want to attack him as he runs past you? You provoke
No,
an
I'm gonna
opportunity
let him
attack.
be.
All
I don't know
right.
this guy.
Maverick is burbed, but I'm gonna assume he doesn't in this case. All right.
Did someone move by?
Yeah, the Kronk punched his fist, said, time for revenge, and then ran right past you toward the door. Are you going to attack him as he goes by?
Yes, that's what I saved my action for.
All right, make the attack.
I need to select him, don't I?
You do.
Wait. Target mode, that's it. There we go. And then... I don't remember how to do this. Is my Thunder Gauntlet not under my weapons?
It is listed under Armor Guardian. Should be near your weapons.
Okay.
That hits as he runs past. Go ahead and roll the damage. He absorbs part of it with his self-confidence.
Now, here's a question.
Yes.
He ran past me, correct?
Yep.
And I used my saved action. Do I also get an attack of opportunity?
Nope, because your held action also takes your reaction, so.
Okay,
You'll
I
get
was just
one.
wondering.
He looks over. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, these things dead as much as you do, I'm sure. He will keep running.
Maybe I
Won't let you
misunderstood
torment
what-
us
what he
anymore.
was doing. Perfect. Maybe I misunderstood what was happening.
Maybe. He seemed to be unhappy with you hitting him, but he's still going. He's not stopping his run.
Yeah, I was
Jackaware is
wondering why
going
he's
to
attacked him.
And then Jackaware is going to dash. Get to the doorway. Which I don't know if any of y'all can properly see him. I think Theater now can.
Yeah.
You see one of the Jackawares running, like shifting to all fours as it's running up toward the doorway.
Attack for revenge, and I thought he was wanting revenge on us.
Fair, but wrong.
Yeah. Ooh. Can I yell sorry?
Yell sorry? Say it.
Oh god, what voice did I do? It was like this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Doug, you're lucky the self-confidence took most of that, because if it had hurt him, he would have been more upset, but he's good. Temp HP is a good time. Doug, it's your turn.
Yeah, so Doug is just going to, I guess, bolt towards the door. I think the one in the back, or further back, is the actual Doug, correct?
Yes. Yes. The one that has the green around him is the actual Doug. Real Doug. Doug Alpha.
Well, actually, I think in that case...
Dougimus Prime.
Dougimus Prime.
Oh no, I'll just go ahead and move the 30.
That should go in the Remnant session highlights, I think. And I might, maybe name the session after that. Dougimus Prime. As you run up, you're 30 feet, which actually, let's put you on a proper space, and you are going to place the echo in front of you. Bonus action, making a new one in that space, the other one dissipating.
What happened?
You would have used your bonus action to create a new one since it was more than 15 feet away.
Oh, is it 15 feet?
I think it can only move 15.
I thought it was 30.
Well, this is a good time to check. Or it becomes more important. Too. Manifest Echo. No, yeah, you can move it up to 15 feet, or up to 30 feet. No action required. All right, there you go. You just do it.
Okay, and so still have my action. I don't have any bonus actions other than Second Wind, but not going to use that right now. I think I'm just going to hold my shattered memory, like action. Just my,
Yep, to
just
attack.
holding my action. Yeah.
All right, now it is. How far can you get? Let's see, would not be able to get properly there, so I'm gonna run here. And then it is going to go ahead and dash. As it steps into your range, make the shed memory attack against Jackalware 12. As this Jackalware is running up into the room. And that hits, roll damage against it. Takes 6 damage as it reacts in pain as you strike into it, bring the sword down, cutting along part of it. It's the bare little bit of almost aura that these guys have. It's not well trained or anything, but it is there, cutting it through the aura a bit, and it is going to immediately make an attack against the Echo. As it pulls out this scimitar, which misses the Echo, which is great. Do you have multi-attack? I don't think you do. You do not. So yeah, it swings its scimitar, and that is going to be its... Well, since it's got 5 more feet, it's going to move up right next to the Echo. Jackalware 22. Going to move up and is going to attack the Echo as well. And is going to do so with advantage because of pack tactics. It is going to. That definitely hits your Echo. I know your Echo has an AC of, I believe, 14 plus your Dex or something like that. But still, its nat 20 is going to be enough as it strikes into your Echo. Yeah, 14 plus your proficiency bonus, so 16. It takes the 1 point of damage it can maintain as this Jackalware runs up and cuts into the Echo as you see the light burst and dissipate in front of the Jackalware, as it is slightly surprised. I'm not going to delete the token because I'm sure you're going to make one in a minute, so I'm just going to set him over there for a second. And then he's going to move his last 5 feet of movement, stepping into the room. Let's see, Giant Jackal 15, you can move not very far on account of being big. Big bigs can only move so far when they have to squeeze into small spaces.
Sorry to interrupt. When can I get my readied action shot?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, pick one of the Jackalwares and go ahead and make the shot. Technically, it probably would have been Jackalware 12, but I'll let you decide if you want to do 12 or 22.
No, it would have been the first one. It makes the most sense because, you know, like in the context of the heat of the battle, it's like the first one I see. Ah, black.
All right,
so...
take it against Jackalware 12 then. Giant Jackal is going to push past everyone around it as it begins to hear fighting and gets excited. Going to dash.
Surprise, like for advantage because he doesn't know that I'm there, or because he's expecting combat? No. Either way, it makes sense.
No, but... he would not. You would not be hidden, and he is expecting combat. So. All
right, then hero point.
All right, go for it. I'm not gonna explain how to do those because y'all know how to do those. You've learned. I'm proud of you.
I keep forgetting to add
Do a
mine.
hero point. I'm joking. Kind of.
What's a hero point? Hero points are basically if you want to do something really stupid, that doesn't make a ton of sense. Oof, that's unfortunate. So even with the +2, unfortunately, as you step over along the coins, your foot actually slips as you step on a few of these coppers, and the shot goes wide, actually hitting the flames of this torch as it burns brighter for a moment before returning to its normal strength. Yeah, still scared of good old Crunk. Let's see, Jackalware 34. He is... Where are you? Oh, there you are. Well, unfortunately for you, my guy, there are now a very big jackal and other people in the way, so you're going to use all of your movement to barely get into the door. As he pushes past his pals, as y'all have bottlenecked them by calling them all here. Whether that's a good idea or not remains to be seen, but it is what happened. Jackal, where 16 is going to use all of his movement and realize he literally cannot get any farther on account of the 15 friends or so he has in front of him. Jackal 6 is going to do the exact same thing. And now we finally get to almost last in the initiative. Thicket, what would you like to do? You do still have Flameblade going.
I do?
Yep.
Oh, dang, let me check that.
Yeah, you stabbed Lacephine in the stomach, and now you're hanging out.
I was not prepared to learn that information.
Well, you have nonetheless.
Hey, it says it lasts 10 minutes.
Lasts a while, and you did lose the concentration on it the first time, but you cast it again, so.
Yeah. Well, how long has it been
It also occurs
since
to me. Checking.
Lacephine has died?
6 seconds.
Okay.
Or less.
I don't think I have feline agility back up then.
Yes, you do not, because you used it to get to her. You have to take a turn without moving before you do
Yeah.
it again. Let's see.
Um,
I'm gonna check something with you. Continue. I'm just
I
checking
might
something
be
with
close
Flameblade.
enough. I can get like here, but that would be kind of like going in Doug's path. Is that allowed?
Your movement speed
I'm
would
small.
be regressed. You are small. I'll say you can get here.
Is that close enough to hit?
Yes.
Cool.
It's not right through Doug. It's next to Doug.
All right. I'm gonna make a flame blade attack on Jackalware 12.
Do it.
Okay, where's the button? Like deletes the spell after I don't have any more spell slots
Yeah,
left.
it doesn't delete them. It just hides them. If you go to standard,
Well,
you
yeah.
can still go to them. But it's
It's
helpful
not organized.
sometimes, but sometimes it's not helpful that it hides them.
Okay. It's a attack.
Yep, it's an attack. And then fire. That hits. Jackalware 12, go ahead and deal the fire damage. That's an average roll. You cut into it with this flame blade, striking into it, burning off its aura as you see its aura flicker and then dissipate as you seem to have pretty much broken through its aura, leaving it fairly hurt. Its aura shatters. It is low on health. And you, I believe that is your turn. You strike into it with this flaming scimitar.
Yep.
Which I have a proposition for how that could be described. Do you want it to be a flaming scimitar or flaming claws?
I want it to be a sword.
Okay.
I think
Wanted
it
to
would
make
be cool in
sure.
swords. Because if
Barnabas
we
is
do it
going
as
to
like
use-
claws, I would want to like try and make cat's claws scale like that, but then that would be all complicated and weird.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it's kind of cool to imagine Thicket like Naruto running with a sword behind.
And Barnabas is also going to run up, screaming, "Arrgh!" Leaping past Kronk and preparing for battle. I'm going to go ahead and throw neutral on them so they're not red. They're not necessarily on your team, quote unquote, but they are happy to help you. They're not members of the party. Brock is going to do the same and also run down as far as he can. Gonna run past Maverick, so 20 feet and then 40 feet to get as far as he can. So you can get probably there. As these buff men are running past everyone. And for the 6th round of this multi-session combat, Garand, it is your turn. That hits. Max damage as Garand releases, steadying his foot, steps forward and releases this bolt of force lightning. That sounds like Star Wars. Release this lightning of force energy that strikes into the Jackalware as you see its aura flicker as it turns and growls at you. As you dance back and then off to the side.
Done.
All right. Jackal 16 is now behind a bunch of people. Not gonna wait its turn, obviously, but it can just barely get through there with its base movement speed, and then is going to dash because it's a tiny, and go. Let's see, is there a? Good. Going to dash around to the other side of thicket as you see this dog that is actually slightly larger than you runs into the room and runs around you. Let's see. Jackalware 15 is going to move as far as he can, and then is going to dash to move a bit farther and join the Enclave. It's true, Chris is, except for hit points, Garand has no resources at all. Gambit. You hear the
Cool,
sounds
cool.
of violence ahead.
Violence. All right. Okay. Can I like sneak over the cages and then jump on the Jackal 36 with my dagger?
In order to get the rest of the movement, you would probably
Okay.
have to dash. You could definitely hide with your bonus action. I believe your movement is 30 feet. If you wanted to get all the way to it, though, you would have to dash from there. So you would not be able to
Okay.
do all that in one turn, but you could at least like hide and get close.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna hide and get close.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check. And then tell me where you want to go within, assuming you use your action to dash, anywhere within 60 feet. Your stealth is not a total of 19. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and just add an effect to you to keep track of that. I'm just going to name it hided. 19. Okay, now I can keep track of it. All right. You feel effectively hidden as these creatures don't seem to realize you are there. And then you can just drag your character to anywhere within 60 feet.
Okay.
And I believe when you're dragging, if you hold down Alt and like you stop it, and then you would normally like, pick it up to move somewhere else. I think if you grab Alt, then it will not do that. So we'll go ahead and delete that. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You're good. Now I was showing a thing that I probably could have just left out, but I didn't.
Right there.
Right, you dash up as you would deftly step over the edge of the cages, leaping across and slipping past this bird cage, or a couple of these bird cages, stepping over to the corner as these jackals are moving toward this doorway. It's going to be a giant jackal 13. It is literally not able to get any further than right here. Even if it uses its dash, there are far too many people in front of it. Maverick, I assume you're moving all the way there.
Yeah.
That will use your action as well. Is that fine?
Yep, that's fine.
All right, as you
And
dance
I don't-
around your compadres.
Yep.
Anything else you're doing?
I don't think I have any bonus action stuff.
All right. Cedar.
Okay. Could I like run through them with a ram?
Who are you running through?
The jackal wears.
Your ram you could use it to attack one, but I don't think it would be strong enough to like push them back. As you can see, they are effectively filling this hall. Even if you were able to like try
Right.
to shove one, the one behind it would be able to push it back to where it was.
Huh. Okay. How about using my crossbow?
You would have to drop your torch, but you could probably drop your torch and your shield, but you could pull out your crossbow and take a shot.
Let me see if that's what I want to do.
I'm going to inform you because you would know non-magical weapons do not hurt jackalers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I will not be doing that
I
then.
also want to point out your channel divinity in case that comes up later.
Okay.
Feel free to take a look at that between turns. You might be interested in what it
I
can do.
have a rough idea of what that is, but let's see. Are any of these animals?
The jackals and big jackals are. Jackal wearers are not, but there are definitely some regular jackals in this group.
Really?
Really. 30 feet is about that long.
Huh. Can I use it on Giant Jackal 15?
So it is something that goes out from you. So it would be this
Oh, I have to be
radius.
within 30 feet.
It is a radius that big, centered on
Okay.
you. So if you got closer, you could potentially use it on multiple of them. But from where you are, it would not affect anything.
Okay. If I move, do I get like a second action?
Yeah, so you have a move, a bonus action, and an action, though you can only use bonus
Ooh.
actions for very particular things.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and move.
None of
Pretty
which I think
close.
you have. Except for your spiritual weapon, which you do have a spell slot if you wanted to cast spiritual weapon.
Yeah, but I just have the one.
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna channel divinity.
All right, so let's go ahead and
How do I do that?
So let's make a 30-foot radius sphere around you. So from there, it would affect Jackal number 8, 16, and 15. So let me see if I can go ahead and target those for you. You don't even have to see them. And it should have a wisdom saving throw thing under it. So if you press the magnifying glass, you should be able to roll the wisdom DC 10. And if
Okay.
they fail, they become charmed by you, which will effectively make them friendly to you. They won't fight on your behalf, but they will be friends. And they
Wait,
will not
how do-
harm you.
How do I do this?
You did it right. It sends it to me, and then
Oh.
I press the button. 2 of them did succeed, but one of the jackals is now friendly toward you and your friends. But the other 2 do manage to... Wait a second. Your DC should be higher than 10. It should have affected the giant jackal as well. What's your DC? Let's see. Sacred Flame, DC 13. Because it is... Yeah, it's change the DC to Wisdom. There we go. So now the DC is correct. The giant jackal as well as the other jackal in the hall are now both magically charmed by you.
Yay!
So I will go ahead and retarget the giant jackal for you. And then you can go ahead and click the charmed effect. that is under Channel Divinity. And then you can mark the Channel Divinity off. You will not be able to use it again until the end of a short rest. How long does this last? 1 minute.
Um,
So you marked it off first. Let me go ahead and pull it off the normal way. 1 minute. There you go. All right, that is your action. I don't think you have any bonus actions that you can really do at the moment. Yes, most of your stuff is action, so that would be your main thing. But now multiple of these jackals are friendly to you.
yay.
You and your compadres.
So that includes the whole group,
That
right?
includes the group. You and your friends are now charmed by the...
So no one's just gonna be randomly attacking like Jack.
Yep, those two jackals are... They're still not necessarily against the jackal wearers, but they are not against you.
Yay. Okay.
This-
Well, that's something.
Jackal 43 is now going to continue to run its own way. Go its own way like a High School Musical character of great renown.
I'll go my own way. What about us?
That's
What
that one.
about
This
everything we've
jackal
been
is
doing?
charmed and
Gotcha.
friendly, but it's also a dog. So it is going to use its action to dash and then start just running around your feet.
Yay!
Seemingly excited to see you.
Hey, sweetie pie.
Still a dog.
It's adorable.
Kronk is going to run around his friends as his main point of entry is now covered. He's going to run around here, and because, he's going to try and attack first, not realizing he can't hurt these guys. Hit. And deal a grand total of 0 damage as he tries to punch the jackal where... which as he punches into it doesn't even pull up his aura as it just looks at him as he clocks it in the shoulder. Huh. He's going to realize what that is, and then now he is going to Let's see his stats. He is going to make a athletics check and try and grapple the jackal wearer.
Who is doing this?
Kronk, the orc.
Kronk.
Does he have proficiency in athletics? He does. So that'll be not great, but now it is the jackal wearer. Can the jackal wearer resist? That's a tie, but it meets it, beats it. So it is going to successfully, as he sees he can't properly hurt this thing, he does reach out and grab the arms of the jackal wearer and like pull it into a choke hold, holding it in place so it cannot move. Now let's see, where are my effects? Grappled. It is not restrained or anything, so he won't get advantage, but it cannot walk anywhere. Its speed is now 0. And that is going to be his turn. Now it is Jackal 36. Where are you, Jackal 36? Sorry, Gambit. Jackal 36 is going to leave the room. Running into the hallway. And Jackal Wear 5 is going to squeeze his way past. Oh, and Kronk is also going to yell out to the... Brock, Barnabas, can't hurt these things. Make it easy for the others. Which they nod, and this Jackalware is going to push his way through the rest of him, and Barnabas is going to, as he shoves his way through, try and... nah, he wouldn't be able to properly grapple without the space. Yes, that is where Jackalware 5 is going to stop. That is its regular movement, and it is going to make an attack against the person within easiest reach. Going to make a scimitar attack with advantage against Thicket. That hits with a 14. and deal some slashing damage as you pull up your aura, your flame sword striking against its scimitar, seeming to become somewhat physical for a moment as you push it to the side, but still taking some of the damage from your aura as it slices toward you.
Oh shoot.
That is its turn. And you concentrated. Good job. Proud of you. Jackal, where 10 is going to take all of his turn to shove his way through other people. Doug. They seem to be lining up for you.
Okay, so which ones are charmed currently?
This doggo and the big doggo down that you can see down here.
So none of the ones in my near proximity.
None of the ones in your near proximity are charmed.
Okay, so the one closest to me, well, Jackalware 16 hasn't been hit, correct?
Let's see, which one of you is Jackalware 16?
It's the one.
Jackal 16?
Oh yeah, Jackal 16.
Jackal 16 has not been hit.
But the one in front of Thicket has.
Has not.
Correct.
Jackalware 5 has not been hit. Jackalware 12 and 22 have both been hit. Those are the ones in front of Maverick and Barnabas.
Well, never mind. That won't work. I think I'm just gonna swing at the Jackal in front of me then.
All right, make the attack against the Jackal. In case it becomes relevant, the roofs here are in the hallway, about 10 feet tall. In the room you are in, it domes up toward the center, reaching at its biggest height, about 40 feet in the air. Oof, unfortunately, with that one, as you slice toward Jackal 16, your sword strikes into the ground next to it as it dashes out of the way and jumps around. Yipping at you and trying to bite toward your hand and the blade.
Let's see. I think I'm just going to cast or manifest an echo. I'll put it. I'll put it right beside me.
All right.
Hoping that it, in its evasion, can't tell the difference.
That's fair. All right. Jackalware 12 is the one directly in front of Maverick and is going to go ahead and make the attack at him. Take advantage. And Scimitar coming your way. That was damage. That should not have happened. Pressed the wrong thing. That was my own fault. So let me go ahead and negate value and heal you. There you go. And now it's going to attack you. Advantage. And miss as it strikes toward you despite you having to fight through its friends as you're all in very close proximity. You pull up your shield and easily knock its scimitar to the side.
Nice.
I'm just going to stay there as it can't really move anywhere. Jackal 22 is being grappled and he doesn't like that, so he's going to attack the guy that's grappling him. He does not have advantage because it's not close to any of his friends. Gonna nat 20 and deal 13 damage to Kronk as it pulls its scimitar around and actually cuts into him. And you can see these ghosts don't have much aura, as his aura is immediately. Actually, these guys have quite a bit of aura now that I look at their HP. As his aura is from this single attack cutting along his shoulder, barely glancing off. Does flicker. Giant Jackal 15 is going to be confused, take a step back into a proper space, and then is going to lay down. It charm. It no want to attack. Jackalware 34 going to use all of its movement to come out here, which would move out of Maverick's range if Maverick wants to attack.
I do.
Make the attack.
You said it's a Jackalware, right?
Yes, 34.
Okay, which one was that? It's that guy.
Moretta's AoE would be really nice right now.
I miss
Oh, I
Murad.
think I have an AoE actually.
You would. I think you're out of spell slots though. I could be wrong.
Oh, am I? Might be out of spell slots. Where are my spell
Cast
slots?
magic missile a couple of times last.
There's the check mark, so I'm assuming that means they've been used.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have any. Dang. And I'm gonna attack with the Thunder Gauntlets.
All right, go ahead and attack 34. That hits. Roll damage. Dealing a total of 6 damage to it as it steps past the thunder radiating across its body. It growls in response. I hate all of you. It says, and then it is going to try and take an attack against Thicket, which has advantage and also disadvantage because he's attacking someone that is not Maverick. That unfortunately does still hit Thicket. Believe in you. Dealing 6 damage cutting into you as your aura flickers, as you are now at half health, I believe. And can you concentrate? Unfortunately, as this cuts toward you, you pull up your arm and use your aura to block off the attack. But as you do, you release the flame blade and it dissipates. I am sorry for your loss. Jackalware 16 is gonna shove past Giant Jackal 15 and get up here, and is going to use his action to try and sleep gaze Barnabas. And Barnabas succeeds! As he looks toward Barnabas, you see the same glitter in his eyes that had been used on Thicket and failed during the chase from the other Jackalwares. But as Barnabas looks back to him, he shakes his head with the look of determination in his eyes, refusing to fall. And Jackalware 6 is going to shove past Giant Jackal and still be stuck behind everyone, being able to literally do nothing from this distance. Thicket!
Okay.
It's not a great turn for you, unfortunately.
It's all right. Okay. Decisions. I would like. Oh, wait. Yeah. I would like to cast Entangle if I can, and do like just a square of where the Jackalwares are. Is it a square? Yes, it's a square. 20-foot square.
All right. Are there any restrictions on it?
What do you mean?
Like if it has to have plants or anything nearby?
No, it's just a concentration.
Yeah, no, it just happens. All right. Where are you placing it?
I'm gonna start the upper left corner, right on the space where Jackalware 22 is, and then go down, and right.
Like this?
Yes.
All right, that will include Giant Jackal's 15.
Is that bad?
It will give it a chance to save against Charm Person.
I think it's worth it.
Actually, no, it won't. Wait, let me check. How does Cedar's thing work? Because it's not Charm Person. It's a very particular kind of charm. Yeah, you can go ahead and target all of those many creatures in front of you.
And 15?
Yes, and Giant Jackal.
Okay. Okay.
So many creatures. I'm about to have to press a lot of save buttons.
I roll the save button, right?
All right. Also, Cedar's thing is until they take damage, so this will not cause any damage. Should I check on 15? Alright, now I have to press the save button a lot. None of these have anything special they can do. Okay, that's almost all of them. I believe you're about to restrain them, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's gonna be really, really good for you. Go ahead and...
It's difficult terrain, and let's see.
They also get restrained. So it should have automatically removed
They're
Jackalware
restrained.
12. It did. It automatically removed Jackalware 12, so now you can just press the restrained effect, and it will restrain all of them. Which is great for y'all, because it gives disadvantage to them on attacks and gives advantage to all of you. So have fun with this. As Thicket reaches out, and you've seen him cast this once before, on a party member, actually, as Garand has a moment of
Cast it a few
staring.
times, not just on Garon.
That's true. You did cast it other times. Garand has the personal memory as he looks at it of like, oh no. But he knows it's not on him.
There you go. Now you're aiming the right way. Good job.
As it will affect all of those creatures. And, oh, that's a big effect. As you see these vines and entangling plants reach up from this, breaking through the bits of, as you can see, the ground and walls are partially broken from age. They do have cracks in them, and from these cracks reach these plants that very quickly grow and grab onto all of these creatures. Barnabas?
If I move, are they gonna get attacks of opportunity against me?
They will.
Specifically Jackalware 12.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just stay here.
I mean, you can move if you want. The rest of them will have disadvantage, but Jackalware 12 would have a normal. So he would have advantage because he's also got allies. So, you staying there?
Yeah.
Barnabas regains his self-confidence. Let's see if he can roll more hit point, temp HP than he already has. Nope, same amount. And then he is going to go ahead and double grapple Jackalware 22. Actually, no, he's going to try and grapple Jackalware 12. He doesn't like that guy. So he's going to try and grapple him, and then he's going to try and shove him to the ground. So they're about to make a couple of checks against each other. If I can get the sheet to pull up for Jackalware 12. No, it doesn't have to be Jackalware 12. It can be any of the Jackalwares. Nobody cares. Actually, it does have to be Jackalware 12, because the rest of them are restrained. First one. Check. Can he grapple? He unfortunately fails to grapple him the first time. He's going to try again. And does grapple him the second time. He can't use his second attack to shove him prone, but he is now grappling Jackalware 12. Which means Jackalware 12 can no longer move, though he can still make attacks and stuff without disadvantage. That is... Who's the next person? Brock! Brock is kind of locked out. He is going to regain his self-confidence. Getting 5 temp HP because he's a Chad. Run down here, and he can hurt this guy. He's going to try and punch the dog.
Whoa!
Yeah, I said it.
I don't like how you said that. I know it's part of the game, but it made me very uncomfortable.
He is going to attack the jackal that is trying to bite his friends. Well, not his friends, but the people he's acquainted with. And he's going to miss both times as he tries to punch the jackal, failing to do so. It's okay, Brock. You haven't done literally anything this entire fight, even when you were on the enemy's side, but it's okay. Alright, Garand, you have the pickings in front of you.
What are the rules about shooting through friendlies?
They would have partial cover depending on where you stand and which one you're attacking.
Alright, so then the only one I can see easily without issues is the one from the corner, and that's fine.
True. Yeah, so... I would say that one Yeah, if you move right there and make it a direct line would probably effectively... Yeah, if you can make it... There you go. And a fairly unobstructed line, I would say you could make a proper attack, and it will have advantage, but it should automatically proc because he is under the restrained condition. Still hits, despite rolling a 6. Go ahead and roll damage. Oof, unfortunately you'll deal 1 damage as you release another bolt of this lightning forward. Is there anything else doing?
No, I'm gonna speed my turns pretty much. Like either I'm gonna move and shoot or shoot and move.
Fair. Jackal is going to attack Brock, the big guy that tried to punch him. And hit! And deal 1d4 minus 1 piercing damage. Deal 1 damage, which Brock absorbs because of his self-confidence. That's it for the Jackal's turn. It literally can't go anywhere. Jackal wear 15. You also literally can't go anywhere, but you're going to try and sleep gaze Maverick. So you can see Maverick. Maverick looks into the glassy eyes and succeeds on the save. Alright, well, that's the Jackalware's turn. Gambit, back to you in the other room. As you have stealthily stepped upon these cages, jumping over these animals. The yips of dogs and animals in the background.
Jojo, he's not talking about you.
Oh, it's ambience.
Yeah, it's just
Please be quiet.
That's
My
Jackal
dog
13.
Jojo, who also goes by Jojo, responded to that. Went, what?
No, that's just Jackal 36 and Giant Jackal 13 barking, getting their yips out.
Come here, Jackal 36. Go out into the frozen wasteland. Okay. All right. All right. So everybody left.
It's true. Everyone left you alone.
Ooh, I'm stuck with the choice. I could be chaotic and
Definitely being a robot right now, but yes.
I thought that was just me. Holy cow.
Yes,
I can open all these cages, or I can.
You could start opening the cages.
No, I think I'm gonna peek in through the hallway and see what I see. I'm worried that this side of the combat, I'm gonna be immediately overwhelmed. But sneak up to the door and peek through and see what I see. Okay.
From where you are, an empty hallway.
Yeah.
You are roboting, by the way.
Oh no. I'm not sure how to fix that.
Neither am I. By disconnecting and reconnecting to the lobby. Talk. Hello?
Hello, did that fix it?
It did, okay. For a second I thought it made it where we couldn't hear you, and I was like, that caused more problems than it solved, but it didn't. You're fine.
Okay,
As you
cool.
peek around the corner, you still can't see much, but you can see the forms of jackals.
Alright. Alright, fine. But
No. I'm sorry, baby.
okay. Ooh, I guess I'm going to I know what to do. I'm going to jump out, and I'm going to yell at the jackals and be like, "Hey, over here!" and then dash away.
Okay, so you have 25 more feet. If you step out, you lose your hided.
Yes.
As y'all hear our call from down the hall. What do you say?
Hello?
Let's see. I'll say, oi, you, stinky doggos, come over here.
Continue.
I got treats for ya.
All right, and then make your 25 feet of movement speed.
Oh, I went too far.
It's still robot voice.
Well, you started roboting again, yeah.
Change your
Okay,
race to
I'll-
Warforged.
Yeah.
That's true. Amber is now a Warforged. That's how the game works. I mean, if the text says it's so, you just change
Right.
race. Just like how if you
Okay.
start talking in a Scottish accent, you just become a dwarf.
Exactly.
All right, I guess that's the end of my turn.
All right, Giant Jackal 13 is going to turn back to you, and it's going to take you up on that offer. As you see this large jackal barrel down the hallway, it is going to make a bite attack against you. That hits.
No.
And deals 11 damage as it bites into you, immediately causing your aura to shift. I don't know what color is your aura? The aura, the magical soul representation that you can perform as effectively a force field around you. What color is it?
I don't know.
Well, feel free to think about that, but it does flicker as it bites, as this jackal bites into you. Maverick, there are many now restrained jackals in front of you, and also Jackalware 12, which is not. But it is grappled.
Okay, so I get advantage on attack rolls against the ones that are grappled, right?
Correct.
And you said including Jackalware 12?
Not including Jackalware 12. He is the
Excluding.
one Jackalware that is not being restrained.
Okay. Then I shall attack Jackalware 5 to the side over here.
Do it. Give him a punch.
Yeah.
On the punch! Natural
Nat
20!
20. Here we go. Double damage. Or double roll.
All right. Exceeding his hit points by 9 when he was at max health. Apparently, how low did you roll, Jackalware? Jackalware 5. Did you roll really low on health? You did. You rolled 8 hit points total.
I just
My guy.
evaporated this guy.
He had 48 is their HD, and he rolled a total of 8.
Here's
And
a
instantly,
question.
as you punch through him, the thunderous energy pulses throughout him, immediately shredding what little aura he had, and he is knocked against the wall as he is pulled tighter together, pulled against his bones, and in unenjoyable ways by the vines that are restraining him. You had a question?
Never mind.
He is not getting back up from that one. Instantly killed. All right. Anything else, Maverick? I think that's you, unless you want to move.
I don't think I can do anything.
All right. Cedar. Just saw Maverick thunder someone to death.
I think I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon.
I should delete that because I don't know if anyone has epilepsy, so. Just in case.
All right. You're in a spiritual weapon. Where would you like to place it?
Can I put it amongst the jackalwares in the doorway?
Yeah, you can have it floating above him.
I would like that.
All right. Which one are you gonna bonk on the head? gonna move it just right here.
Yeah, I kind of like it like that. It's not gonna bonk in that spot though, is it?
It'll bonk one of them. You can move it further back if you want, but you can have it bonk whichever.
Well,
It's within range to bonk them. It is now just floating above their heads.
has there been like... Let's do 12.
Go against 12, the one that's not restrained.
Correct, yes.
All right, go ahead and make the attack against it.
Let's see if I can figure that out. Did I do it?
You did do it correctly. Unfortunately, it also missed.
Oh.
As it swung down, it barely manages to step out of the side, and the this rose-like glass warhammer slams into the wall over here, cracking it even more than it already was. And you still have an action if you'd like. Let me double check something that you might be interested in. Let's see.
I guess I'll do Sacred Flame.
Okay, which one are you Sacred Flaming?
Jackalware 12.
Alright, go ahead and roll it against him.
Attack or...
It is a saving throw, so you'll roll that against him.
What am I doing?
You click the magnifying glass and then the button that says save.
Thank you.
And he fails. Roll the damage against him. You can kill him, and that means they're all restrained. And Entangle doesn't give them... It doesn't kill him, it looks like, but it does deal damage to him. Does Entangle let them get a save at the end of their turns? Out of curiosity? Or is it just an action to try to break out?
Let me check.
Alright, that is Cedar's turn as this light engulfs Jocko over 12s and burns into him as he steps away from the mace. Now it is Jackal 43.
They have to do an action to try and break free.
Oof, mean spell.
It's a strength check.
Jackal 43 is going to realize he can't get anywhere through there and is going to use all his movement speed and to dash to run all the way down to Gambit. Jackal 8 is going to continue running around Cedar's feet. B and Q.
Thank you.
Gronk. Not going to regain his self-confidence, but he is going to shove Jackal 22 to the ground because he can. Although these guys are kind of out of their main abilities right now on account of the not being able to damage Jackal wares. Does put a damper on things. But he does shove Jackalware 22 to the ground, making him prone as he grabs him, pushes him through the vines, shoving him to the ground as he is being continually wrapped by these things and buried in the vines. Let's see, I will go ahead and add prone to him, though it's literally not going to change anything because you'll already have heavy advantage. Though I guess it does now allow for Garon to attack past him and technically would have disadvantage on him, but Kronk isn't smart enough to know that. Jackal 36. He's going to look back and forth and then is going to roll a d20 to see if he goes north or south. He goes south. Unfortunately for Gambit. Now there are several jackals around you. Jackalware 10 literally can't do anything. he also can't see anyone with a direct line of sight to try and make them go to sleep. So it's Doug's turn.
Okay, so Jackalware number 12 is looking pretty hurt, right?
Very. Also, the only one not restrained.
Okay, so Doug is going to jump over thicket.
All right.
And he is going to attack Jackalware 12, hoping that he hits and can do a windmill sweep.
That would be pretty cool. Make the attack. That hits. Roll damage.
To apply the excess damage, is there something I should do
No,
beforehand?
there's not. It's something I have to do separately. It doesn't function the same way. You deal a total of 10 points, exceeding his hit points by 7, which means probably Jackal where 15 is within reach, and you would still hit. It's not a super clear because you don't have a clean attack, but I'll say because of the restraint and everything, you can attack Jackalware 15 as well. And so, Jackalware 15 is going to take 7 points of damage.
Instead of 15, since it's could I do the one exactly behind me, like 34?
34? Yeah.
Just because, I swipe down and then I don't realize how easy it is to, like, cut through him. So, like, I pull back and accidentally hit the one behind me.
How about this way? So as you stab forward, cutting through Jackalware 12, and then pull him backward and pull the whole sword and its body down the other side as it flies off of your sword. Its corpse flies off of your sword down into the just up to, but not quite in the pile of treasures, and then comes down toward Jackalware 34. It's going to take 7 damage. I don't want to give it minus 77 health. Don't do that. Basic math. There you go. I don't want to give it 89 health either. There you go. And that is Jackalware 12. And 34 is hurt as well.
And then for, I guess, my bonus action, I'm going to manifest the echo. Or actually, I'm not going to manifest it. I'm just going to have it, like, very, like, ghostfully move through thicket into this area.
Right, it shifts past thicket as you see this orange light glow and move past you, moving through you almost like we would understand to be like a hologram passing over you. Alright, I believe that's your turn. Jackalware 22 is going to attempt to strength check his way out of this. Actually, he is going to attempt to sleep Kronk.
He's gonna do what to Kronk?
He's going to try and make him fall asleep, which succeeds.
Uh-oh.
So now Kronk, despite grabbing onto Jackalware, the Jackalware looks at him. You see this focused shift, this almost reflective glint in the Jackalware's eye, and then Kronk shifts back and falls to the ground unconscious. Still alive, still has all his health, but he is unconscious until someone wakes him up. Let's see, that would also make it so that this poor Jackalware is no longer grappled. He's still restrained and prone, but he's not grappled. So, good for him, I guess. That's his whole turn. Giant Jackal 15 is going to nestle into the vines. 34, you are going to try and break out. What is the DC for the strength check they have to make?
15.
DC of 15. These guys aren't escaping. Yeah, he failed. That's his action. 16 is also unable to do much. His Thicket has already succeeded on the sleep save in the last 24 hours, but he doesn't really know that, so he's going to look over. Actually, because of Doug, he doesn't have a straight line of sight. He can't do it to Thicket. Well, good for you, Jackal 16. Guess you're going to try and make a save that you're not going to succeed on. Yep. Just leave the tab open. They're going to have to try this, and they're going to keep failing.
You're welcome.
Thicket, it is your turn as these guys are struggling in front of you. Struggling against these vines.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Can I reach Jackal 34?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can reach him.
I am going to cast Shillelagh and smack him with my claws.
Your claws begin to glow with the light shillelagh energy. Make the attack. And hits, go for the eyes. That kills it as you strike toward it, tearing into across its probably throat and eyes like you usually do. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you go for the eyes and tear into this creature. It dies and falls prone into the vines that grasp around it. It's effectively just holding the corpse in place. That's it. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Nope.
All right, Barnabas. He's gonna try and grapple the same Jackalware, I think. And he fails, but he's gonna try again because he has 2 attacks and he has nothing else he can do. And succeeds. The guy is now grappled again. Jackalware 22 can't seem to get out of this. Barak is going to take some punches against the Jackal. Miss. If it makes you feel better, he is trying to knock it out non-lethally. Garand.
Just to be clear, 22 is still up.
22 is still up but prone.
Okay.
However, you do have a clear shot to 15 behind it since it is prone.
Alright, then yeah, I'll just go for 15 then so I can keep the advantage.
Yeah. That hits, roll damage. Yet another bolt of this force energy crashes into this creature, bursting around it. Anything else?
No, I don't think I need to move. I'm good.
Cool. Jackal 16 is going to try and bite. I'm going to roll a d20. 11 or higher. Thicket, less than 10. Brock. I'm going to try and attack Thicket.
Okay.
It's going to miss. As this dog keeps trying to bite at you, but you definitely step out of the way and like keep pushing it away like it's nothing. Even though it shares a very similar size to you.
No shot.
Jackware 15 is going to try and escape. And fail. Yeah, that's it. Good for him. Gambit, you have 3 big dogs around you.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. Also, can you hear me better? I switched headphones.
I can hear you.
Cool,
yes.
cool. All right. Big doggos. All right. I guess I'm going for the giant jackal number 13 right in front of me. With my dagger. Abilities.
Is that your best course of action?
Is it?
You have 7 health.
I have 7 health?
Yep.
Oh, man. Okay, so we're going to cunning action disengage. Can I disengage from both of them or just one?
All of them. Disengage.
Okay, all of them.
Creature.
Bonus action disengage, and I'm going to run.
Zooming down the
as far
hall.
as I can. Zooming.
Okay, and you still have an action.
I do. Okay, well then dash. I can do that, right?
You can.
Woo!
You're zooming down the halls away from these creatures.
Uh-huh. This was a bad idea.
Yes. Yes, it was. Not even going to fight you on that one. Yeah, it was a bad plan. But you know, you're trying your best, right? That means something.
Yeah.
Oh, it also occurs to me, it's in the dark. So I guess it's going to have disadvantage on any attacks it makes against you.
Woo!
Gonna dash and get right up next to you.
Oh no.
Let it dash, so it's not going to be able to attack you. But it is standing directly in front of you, barreling down this hall.
Dang, I wish I could get to you, Gambit. Stuff I can help you with.
That's alright.
Maverick, what would you like to do? To be fair, there are ways that you could like run around in a circle and get back to where everyone else is and still be leading these guys around.
Okay. I'll just...
But for now, you're just running. What would you like to do,
Right.
Maverick?
I would like to punch Jackalware 22.
Go for it.
Do I advantage on that?
You have advantage, but it should automatically proc.
Great. I missed.
Unfortunately, despite your advantage, you do still miss as it is moving around beneath you. As you try and punch into it, it pulls its head to the side and you punch into the vine, sending a burst of thunder through them, failing to properly damage the creature.
Well, that sucks. That's my turn.
Cedar.
Oh boy. Well, I guess I still have my doodad in the air there, don't I?
You do. Your doodad is doing that in the air. I also get the image of like the child running is Gambit. Like, ow! No!
Let me bop. Jackalware 22.
Go for it. Everyone wants to kill Jackor 22.
Do I do attack or save? I
Attack,
ever-
because you're using Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. That wasn't great.
It unfortunately misses. Once again, as this glass mace slams toward it, it does in fact miss the attack, unfortunately.
Um,
Are we just missing the attacks?
You're
Are we
just
missing
straight
the
up
attacks?
missing them.
Or is the jackal just like dodging them really coolly?
Probably dodging them really coolly as he's trying to escape.
he's
Gnarly little
within
guy.
10 feet of me, right?
Yes.
Let me try a poison spray.
Go for it. Make him save.
Save?
Yeah, it's poison spray.
Okay.
Should be a save. Boop. And he succeeds. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I am
Alright.
sorry for you.
Okie doke.
There's nothing I can do for
I'm
you in this
not.
case.
You could fudge the roll.
I can't really, because it shows you guys what the roll is. I could try, but I really kind of can't. Jackal is going to run behind the big guy. Same thing with... Actually, Jackal 8 is going to continue to be happy. It's actually going to run over and start sniffing around. Gronk is unconscious, laying on the ground. Oh, sorry, Jackal 36 also going to join his friend and the race to attack. Garon Dunby sniffed. Jack over 10. Try and fail to escape. You escaped! Jackalware 10 successfully pulls himself apart from the vines as he stands and doesn't have enough movement to get anywhere at the moment, but he does stand and is probably going to start trying to help his friends on his next turn because he's kind of stuck. Doug.
Wait, so Doug is going to try to do the same thing, this time starting with Jackalware 22.
All right, using the echo, I assume?
Yep.
All right. And yes, I do believe Shattered Memory. No, I believe Great Swords do not have the finisher property, yeah?
What property?
There's a property called Finisher that lets you deal more damage if they're prone, but you don't. That does hit. Roll damage. That exceeds his hit points by 7 once again, 16 or 15, because it would hit either of them. As you finally cut through Jackalware 22, and as you swing the sword in a low curve, it cuts through that one. And which one do you want to cut? 15 or 16?
Let's do 16.
All right, 16 is going to take the remaining 7 damage. That is your turn. It is now Jackalware. Oh, it's Giant Jackal's 15, who is going to start to go to sleep. Kind of ignoring the whole deal going on. Jackalware 16 is going to... he can... Can't really see Thicket, but he can see Doug. He's going to try and make Doug go to sleep.
Oops. Can you send that back?
Yeah. Go to sleep. Can you make a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw? You can. You do not fall asleep. You rolled it twice, but I'm going to take the first one. Jackalware 6 is going to attempt to escape. As they do. And is going to nat 20. He has also escaped and is going to stand. I don't think they were prone, but he's now not restrained. And actually, they were not prone because it doesn't prone them. And he is going to use his entire movement, because of the slow speed, to move up to here. And that is his turn. Thicket, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay.
This is what I get for having so many ads.
I'm gonna hit Jackal 16.
Believe in you. For Abby's sake, I will not say the joke I was going to make.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will
Attack
try and
the desert
not
animal.
kill it, but just
Destroy?
Destroy. Shred the dog, as you say.
Whoa!
To shreds, you say. That does knock it unconscious, but you wanted a non-lethal, so it is going to be just unconscious.
Don't worry, it's not dead.
It's not dead.
The dog is alive.
Walking dead.
The dog didn't die.
Dog didn't die. In case YouTube cares, the dog did not die. Now Barnabas is going to attempt his same normal grapple and shove thing that he's been doing, or grapple and shove prone that he's been doing. First attack fails, second attack is also going to fail. Well, he tried. He did not succeed at grappling or proning. Barack is going to use all of his movement to run around. Trying to get closer. Not realizing that Garon needs to see the things he's attacking. It has almost been a full minute of combat. It is Garon's turn.
Is there anything I can see right now?
Yeah, I'd say you can see, since Brock is a dwarf, you can see Jackalware 6. You don't have advantage, but you can see it.
And that's because he's out of the thing, right?
Yep, he is standing. He is not restrained.
Probably very scared at the moment.
That's fair.
And
Very nice. Alright, you send another bolt of energy that does strike into it successfully. Jackal 16 is asleep. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Definitely just asleep from the claw attack.
And definitely not dead.
Definitely not dead. Actually, though, it's not dead because you asked him not to be dead. So, Jackal 15 is going to try and probably fail to escape again. Yep, that's a fail. Gambit!
Ah,
You are being chased by dogs.
I'm being chased by
One of whom is
dogs.
spectacularly big.
Big doggo. Okay, cunning action. Disengage. Use me movement. And then I'm going to dash.
Yeah, I figured. I feel like that's going to be Gambit for a minute, is just running around.
Yep, running around screaming. To move, buddy? Or is my computer just slow?
Yeah, I gotcha. I assume you're just trying to move away from them by as fast as necessary,
Yes.
so...
Uh-huh. Oh, a door.
there's a door.
Fantastic. Okay. No! Go
Continuing
away!
to follow you is the very
Go away!
large dog. Maverick, it is your turn.
Go home, doggy!
I want to punch.
Hunk the 6. Punch him in the face. Without mercy. Face. That hits, roll damage. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Make it go to
The
sleep.
wrong. That
You
was the
attacked it
wrong
again.
one.
Both of them hit though.
Okay.
Make it go to sleep
Oh.
permanently. You deal 4 damage as you punch into it.
Thank you.
As you punch into it with another bit of thunderous energy, it is now going to have disadvantage on attacking anyone that's not you. It's actually potentially important. Cedar! I assume you want to
Okay.
bonk.
Yes.
You have advantage on 15 and 16 if those are the ones you want to bonk.
Well, then 15 it is.
Go for it. Try to bonk 15.
Let me remember how to do this. Give me a second.
Believe in you. Don't worry, as soon as battle ends, we're going to have a 10-minute break before we continue for the last 45 minutes-ish.
Yes!
Alright, roll damage. So you do
Yay!
successfully strike into Jackalware 15.
Yay!
Deal 10 points of damage as it cracks into its shoulder, and you can actually hear the snap as it appears you've actually broken its shoulder.
Oh,
You hear
okay.
a cracking noise come from it. It howls in pain. Still have an action. He fails! Deal poison damage to the jackal! Take this, jackal, we're 6. You deserve it.
Do I roll damage?
Yep, you roll damage. It failed the save. Takes 4 poison damage. It is so close to dying.
Yay!
Do Jackal 43. Which one are you?
43?
Oh, yep. Yes, there are not 43 of them. It does a random number. So, don't worry.
I was like, there are so many!
The reason I have it that way is so that y'all don't know how many there are. If you see, like, Jackalware 5 and Jackalware 8, but I actually have 7 Jackalwares, and the other 5 are all hidden, you can't see the other ones.
Understood.
Jackal
Okay.
8 is going to start licking Garand, because it likes him. He tastes salty on account of the ocean stuff. Gronk is going to remain unconscious and asleep. Jackal 36. Going to as they continue to chase down Gambit. Alright, Jackalware 10. This is the one that escaped. He's going to try and, he's going to step over and try and free Jackalware 16. He does it. He pulls the vines off and cuts into him with his scimitar and successfully cuts the vines off of Jackalware 16. Where are you? There you are. No longer restrained, friend. Doug! There are many jackals, some of whom are almost dead.
Yeah, so Doug is for sure going to attack number 6 first.
Alright, make the attack. Be very likely to hit attack. I shouldn't have said that. Unfortunately, it definitely jumps out of the way, and the weight of the sword swinging down cuts into the sandstone, but does not strike into this creature.
I think there's a rule against dungeon masters sabotaging.
I don't actually. I'm pretty sure there's explicitly not a rule against that.
It's an unwritten rule that the DM should be the fan of the players.
Or maybe it's foreshadowing. I don't know.
Maybe. But yes, I don't know what else you can do. You're kind of low on actions.
But yeah, since Doug kind of feels like, you know, the rest of the team has that one, he's like, maybe not. So instead, is that Jackal still alive? Number 16? No, it's dead.
Yes, Jackal 16 is unconscious.
It is asleep.
So instead, the actual Doug is going to go back to Lexophene's body.
Okay. Lexophene.
And I guess use a
It'd actually be about
a bonus action of some point to like possibly search for anything that is weaponizable.
That would take a moment to properly look. You do know she had a... Let me double check, but I believe she has a dagger, which is a very pretty dagger. Let's sake of you being able to see the dagger, I'll probably reshare the image. She does have a dagger and is wearing various bits of jewelry. She doesn't have any kind of bags or containers on her, though. Let's see, images, NPCs. Lacy
Did Doug
floating.
notice any like jewelry, like gimmicks or anything while she was performing her illusions?
There were no particular, or there was no spellcasting foci or anything, but there was that very pretty looking gold dagger. But other than that, no weapons or anything. Just jewelry and finery.
But yeah, that's Doug's turn because the knight or the echo is still within 30 feet.
Yeah. Giant Jackal 15 is going to continue to chill. Jackalware 16 is going to make an attack against Fake Doug. With advantage. His pack tactics. And is going to hit as he cuts through and disperses the echo. Then going to use his movement to step forward and step to here. Jackalware 6 is going to use his action to go ahead and he's going to attack Barnabas, I've decided. Actually, since he can see her now, he is going to try and make Cedar fall asleep, which is a foolish decision. Yeah, Cedar succeeds. That was a dumb decision on his part on account of the +5 wisdom. Or +5 wisdom saves. Thicket, it is your turn. We're still targeting Jackal 16. I'm going to remove him from your targets. He does not deserve to be harmed again. He's simply a dog.
Okay. I am going to hit Jackalware 16.
Nice. Slash. Does hit, just barely.
Dang, I have a low AC.
Yeah. It's not as low as the harem, though.
Oof.
Takes 6 points of damage as you cut into its shins, bring it down to where its aura flickers. This one seems to be much more bulky than the previous one that was here.
All right, that's it.
Barnabas will reach over and shake Kronk awake as his action. Rock is going to, seeing the opening, move back over here and shove his way through people. And he is going to try and grapple Jackalware 15. They're not smart. He's not smart enough to realize he's getting in front of people that can actually hurt them. He's barely smart enough to realize he couldn't hurt them. But he fails the first attempt. Try again to grapple. And he fails again. My guy. They don't even have a bonus, and you do. Stop it. Well, that was his attempt. Go away, Bob the test dummy.
Love you, Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
Garand. There are many enemies you can attack.
Any of them granting advantage or no?
Not that you can see, no, because 15 is given pretty much total cover by 6 and the harem members.
Alright, so I can go for 6?
You can. Unfortunately, that misses as this burst of energy managed to duck out of the way at the last moment, and the energy crashes into the wall behind it.
Did you see how that went from 20 to 2 to 14, 18, and then 4? Stupid dice. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Dice are not being kind to y'all today. Jackal 16 is just asleep. It's just asleep. We promise.
Does that mean it's dead?
No, it's asleep. It's actually asleep. And Jackaware 15 will fail again. Gambit, I assume you're going to continue the same verse as the first few.
Yes.
Opening the door in front of you.
Open door.
Is the door already open for you, or is it?
Close and open door.
Yes.
Okay, it's already open. Cool. You just get to run through it.
Cool.
As you now find yourself in a workshop. There's a door to the side if you wish to keep running.
Yep.
This is giving like Saw vibes for Gambit.
I know. I feel like a
Of 10 feet of movement.
white teen in a horror slasher movie.
Yes.
10 feet of movement left. There is a door to your north and a long hallway to your south.
Okay. Door to the north.
Your pursuer will now go.
Yes. All right. That's me turn.
Yep. And your pursuer is continuing to chase you.
No.
It has.
Bad doggy.
It is not going to stop. It is effectively a hunting dog. Maverick.
Yes.
There are several jackals around.
Can I punch?
Which one? 6 or 16? 6 or the 6 with a 1 before it? Go for it.
Number
Kill it.
6.
It's literally on death's door. It has no aura left. You saw its aura shatter. Give
Is
it
it
an
on the
upper.
ground? It's
not on the ground.
is
It's
it?
just standing there.
Okay, cool. I did select it, right?
You
I
did
did
not,
not
but it
select
hit.
it.
So go ahead and roll the damage onto it.
Let me select it first. And then damage.
You did it. You kill it.
Instant death.
It had 1 hit point. As you strike into it, you uppercut this jackalware, breaking its jaw as it falls back and is dead. Goodbye, Jackalware 6. You fought valiantly.
Now, can I use my move action to move over here?
Yes. As you step further into the darkness.
I love the imagery of just the jackals seeing their friend die and then someone just steps over their corpse in like a full suit of armor, not even an inch of skin visible.
This very tiny suit of armor. Cedar,
Yes.
It's bonking time.
bonk Jackalware 15. It is the only one that you can still get advantage on.
Let me see where my bonk thing is. Okay.
You're almost at the point where Entangle is going to cause the terrain to be more difficult for y'all than for them. It hits, deal damage. Goodbye, Jackalware 15.
Bye.
It is bonked once again, where its already broken shoulder is now accompanied by a broken skull.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Nice.
Alright, you still have an action and movement if you'd like to take him.
What's the deal with Jackalware 16?
He's standing there. And is trying to attack, I believe, Thicket last we talked. Brock has been trying to grapple him. Spiritual Flame. He fails! Roll damage!
Hey.
Sacred Flame will take him. Hopefully, probably not, but you'll try. Deal 4 damage as he engulfed in this radiant fire, but quickly pats himself out and moves out of it. Alright, any movement or anything?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think I will move. I'm gonna try to get to Gambit.
So you'd have to break down the movement.
Oh.
So let's see, 5 here, 10, 15, 20, and you would, since moving around through the giant jackal would be half speed, you would not be able to get past it this turn.
Okay.
But you could get to there.
Okay. Oh! There's
Yes.
another jackalware.
Yep, that's the one that's charmed by you and is like cuddling itself into the vines.
Okay.
Yeah, he's chill, hanging out. Jackal 43. Which one is that? I believe that is one of the ones going at Gambit.
Stay away.
Jackal 8 is going to what's a cute thing it can do? It's just gonna
Spot
continue
across
walking
the
around
ground.
Garon's feet. Gronk, you've been woken. Actually, I need to move self-confident. Or I'm sorry, he still has self-confident. Oh wait, I think I moved his recharge and self-confidence. I don't know what I did. Yeah, Kronk, go ahead. Let's see. Do you get self-confidence back? No. He's going to move here and try to grapple Jackalware 16 because that's the thing that they do. And he did it! He grabs it, and he is now going to try and shove it prone. Please let this work one time. It fails. So he does grapple Jackalware 16. It cannot move, but it is not shoved prone. Jackal 36 is going to follow its brethren.
I hear that.
Well, one of you should apparently be going to bed soon. I don't know.
All of us should be going to bed soon.
That's true.
It is late.
It's only 9:30. It's not too
That's
bad.
late. I'm tired.
That's fair. This combat will probably be this entire session. So I was not expecting it to last this long. Jackalware 10 is going to he can still attack whoever he wants, but he's also kind of cornered. He is going to attack D6 through your higher Cedar. Okay, Cedar, he's going to attack you.
Oh.
You have a high AC, he missed.
Yay.
I mean, he rolled a 9. He would have missed any of you, but that's not the point. Doug! Are you going to search Lacephine? Are you trying to grab anything from her body? Are you going to send the ghost to attack someone? What's your plan?
Yeah, so the manifest is just going to go after the closest one, which is 16.
Alright. Attack. Hit! Damage! It kills it! There is another one down and another one down and another one bites the dust. As you cut through this one as well, racking up a fairly high kill count despite not being as seemingly as emotionally invested as the others around you.
Wait, and then Doug himself, while all this is going on, is just gonna like casually rummage for anything that's like of value, that could be sold later, or something that's unusual.
Okay, on Lacephine herself. Do the finery, and I can send this to you later, is all together across the different bracelets, necklaces, and similar gold and jewelry. There is a bit there, enough to amount to, you guess, probably about 50, maybe 60 gold pieces worth of jewelry.
Nice.
giant
and then
jackal is going to lay
do.
there. Take it. Most of it's dead.
Hmm. Um. Let's see. Or is it not Jackal? Jackal 15 is the only one who's still restrained, right?
Yeah, giant jackal 15 is the only one still restrained.
Okay, I am going to then yeah, I'm gonna dispel.
Alright.
Entangle.
You drop entangle.
And what else do I do? Can I get to Jackal or 10?
Yeah, you can get there.
Okay. I'm gonna smack him.
Smack attack. Hit. Kill it. Not enough to kill it, but you did do 7 damage as it slices into him.
Cool.
Alright. The hero members are going to realize they're not terribly useful right now and are going to step out of the way.
I gotta smack Jackal 8.
Garand.
Alright, what's still standing?
There is a jackalware that is behind other friends of yours. And whoever it was that you heard down the hallway.
Alright, so I'm not going to be able to do very much. I'm going to pet the little jackal and say, alright, now you stay near me, and I'll do what I can to keep you safe, alright? Yeah, it's a good one, it's a good one. And I'll scratch behind the ear, and then I will I'm going to start collecting my daggers, I guess. I'm going to go get my daggers.
Alright, go ahead and move yourself up toward where Lacevian in the fight was earlier, which would be mostly over here, where your daggers would be around. Alright, Gambit. Which direction would you like to go?
Up.
Closed door to your north?
Mm-hmm.
This is one way for y'all to explore the compound.
Yeah.
For life.
Run up. I will mark that open as you see into fairly well lit. You see there's the smell of spices that comes from the room as you open it. Illuminated by 2 wall torches, you say an oven and a grill in the far corner, with a table of mixing bowls and cooking implements, as well as a table of open ingredients, including spices and what appears to be sugar. On the western side of the room are several boxes and baskets with herbs hanging from rock above it. Normally you'd see a human woman in here, but you would actually know that Stefana, the woman from in here, is actually back in the slaves' quarters. But I forgot to describe her. Yes, it is. In world. How late is it? It's real late, I think. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. Yes, but you see the kitchen.
All right. Oh, man. I'm super tempted to grab something to eat because I'm hungry, but I realize that it's probably not worth risking my life.
You're going to vault over the boxes. Stepping over them and leaping across. I assume... Go ahead and I'll let you open the door.
Okay.
Sure,
Do
why
I have
not?
any movement left?
You have, I think, 5 feet of movement left.
Oh.
As you step into this large large, fairly open room, you can, at this point, see 2 tables on the south side, covered in discarded trinkets.
All right.
I admit, Chris, I have no idea to what you're referring to. I'm sure we can figure out later.
RWBY. Sorry.
Maverick?
Punch.
Punch the last one before we'll basically break initiative for what y'all would feel is about, 15, 20 seconds. And then there is going to be, I assume, a screaming coming from down the hallway as you...
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a hero point. Just to make sure I hit better.
Go for it.
How do I add the hero point?
So you roll a d4 and then you drag that number or type that number in the modifier window in your bottom left.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, unfortunate. And that hits. Roll damage. As you strike into it, you knock out this last Jackalware. And there are a few moments of quiet. I accidentally deleted Jackal 13. It's fine. It's still there, even if the icon's not. As you all take a few moments of effectively being out of combat. And I'm going to quickly move Gambit through the rooms he would run through. As you run through this large disorganized room with disheveled beds and hammocks to the north, with the south having a table and sitting area with this and a bunch of discarded trinkets. Several chests are, some of them are opened on each side of the room, revealing random objects. And you continue to run around, and you all see. Please go ahead and describe Gambit.
All right. So he's pretty short, but he's still considered a medium. He's the short. He rides the line of being a short or medium creature, but he is considered medium. He's pale, and he has a large, dark blue hat that has a wide brim, and he is wearing an eye patch that goes over his right eye. And he's wearing kind of like pretty dirty clothes, and he's got a backpack, and yeah, that's pretty much him.
Let's see. Did I remember to add in a... I did not, but I can do it in about 2 seconds. Import the image real quick that I can share with y'all, so y'all get a full view of it. Of him.
RWBY? No.
Image already exists in campaign. I guess it's in my assets. In the meantime, what would you like to do as you see... Is he yelling, screaming?
Yeah, and he's like, no, there's a as he feels sandwiched in between these two jackals. But I guess he's gonna continue to move up the hallway.
What would you like to do as you all see this, as best y'all can tell, human running away from these jackals?
Hello?
Hi there. A little help, please?
Come here, puppy! Come here!
Make
Come
an animal
here,
handling
sweetie
check.
pie. What am I doing?
Make an animal handling check.
Okay.
to try and calm the, as it believes, fairly angry jackal.
I can't figure this out. Okay, there it is. I think. Oh no. Did I do it?
You did. You just rolled very poorly. So share that again. Doesn't want to load on the viewer side. Does it load for y'all?
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a picture of Gambit, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll just leave that up. Maybe it'll load in. Yeah, so unfortunately, as you say this, the giant jackal does not react, as it is continuing to chase Gambit. Is there anything else any of you would like to do, as we're kind of in initiative, kind of not?
Uh,
Um, I have one spell left.
Can I try to like scoot underneath the giant jackal 15's legs and get to the other side?
Sure, make a acrobatics check to try and jump past this jackal.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yay!
That's good enough. It's not trying to stop you or anything, as you do manage to slip past it, scraping yourself a bit, but not doing any damage. As you move past, Giant Jackal 15 will look at you and look at Cedar before standing up, as 13 gets up to it, and they will look to each other. And 15 will growl at 13, and you see now that 15 is actually a little bit bigger than 13 is, and growls and barks for a moment between the two before 13's ears sloop down and it moves away.
Good boy.
It is then going to move south out of sight, as do
I'm
these
going
other
to
two.
pet 15.
You
and
hear
thank him for
almost
his
like a
service.
vacuum cleaner, this very large, sort of almost purring noise from this very large creature. I'm also going to go ahead and remove 36, 43, and 13 as they are leaving the compound. Let's see.
I'm gonna call you Reginald.
It looks at you, tilts its head to the side, and then looks down the hallway. And with that, we are effectively out of initiative, as, surprisingly, after the minute passes, it seems that these jackals, despite the fact that they were charmed, do not seem to be negatively viewing or anything toward you as the time passes and the effect wears off. 15 will wander back down toward its own kennel, though, unless y'all try to stop it. But y'all are effectively out of initiative. What would you like to do? As you take a deep breath It's a new person in front of you.
Boy, I thought it was a goner there for sure.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, I'm Gambit.
It's nice to meet
ya.
you, Gambit. I'm Cedar.
Oh, because you're tall like a tree?
I don't know. My parents just named me that, but that's a good idea.
It's a very nice name.
Thank you. Is there anything we can do for you right now?
Well, I'm a little beat up, but I'll make it.
If you say so.
How do you feel about setting animals free?
That sounds great, actually.
Cool. Follow me. I know where some are put in cages.
As they go to do this, what are the rest of you doing? Are you following behind them? Are you searching around? What would you like to do?
Thicket, you might be of use there. Garon's gonna say, Thicket, you might be of use over there. I know how capable you are. Now, I also understand that you may have a certain predisposition not to enjoy such a thing, so either way, it makes sense. But surely we could have someone to accompany Cedar and make sure that, she's well. At this point, they're gonna see he's got his daggers back, and he's actually starting to just, scoop everything into bags. So while he's talking, he's not even counting, he's just scooping it all in.
What are you going to do?
Thicket is very confused about all of the big fancy words that Garon just used.
I'm just gonna scroll in on Gambit. There you go, YouTube. Now you can see. That's what he looks like. That's what you're gonna get until I can get the image to reload. Don't know why it's not loading on my player side. As you look through, I guess I can. So you're just grabbing everything in the room, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm gonna start where I was over in that upper corner where the daggers were, and after I put my daggers away, I started scooping everything up. When that person came in, I looked to make sure that they weren't in danger, and then when he's going off with Cedar by himself, then Garon's trying to be like, someone go with Cedar, but trying to be kind of discreet about it. But I'm also just scooping up, so it looks like I could probably use some help too, so whatever.
Right. Doug, what are you doing?
Doug, once he, I guess, goes through all of Lexiphene's stuff, is going to do something similar to Garon and just kind of look in all the corners and pillage.
Alright, so y'all are looking around the room. That will take a minute. That leaves. Thicket was standing in shock. Is there anything else Thicket is going to do? Is he going to stay in the room? Is he going to follow behind the others?
He's just very confused about what to do right now. He's just gonna kind of stand there awkwardly.
All right, Maverick, what are you doing?
I am going to go with Cedar.
Follow the animal group, I see. We'll go with the animals first, and then are y'all looking? Are you looking at the things as you are taking all the things from Lysophene's hoard, or are you just grabbing?
Garon is 100% scooping. He's gonna he'll divide it later, and honestly, if anything, it's gonna be time for, as far as once this room is clean, he's gonna all right, well, let's go ahead, check out all these other rooms now, and if any of these captives, if it belongs to them or whatever, or and it can be verified in some way, then let's help them to get back on their feet, sort of thing. But otherwise, that was a painful thing. That was a terrible experience.
All right. Just to be clear, you are also grabbing the 4 objects off the pedestals, yeah?
I don't remember anything specifically about a pedestal, but I apologize for missing something.
There are 4 pedestals in the room. There's one there and one on each corner. Those 4 symbols are all pedestals. Each one has a different object on it. There's also, yes, that chandelier is there. Good luck trying to take it. It weighs how many hundreds of pounds? It weighs a lot. It weighs so much I didn't even put it in the no, wait, I did put it in the thing. So gold-plated chandelier, it's gonna weigh... Yeah, have fun with the 400-pound chandelier. Yes, the 4 objects. The one that is on this pillar is a large quiver made of white, made of this white fur. The northeast is a small silver statue of a raven. Southwest, oh, I was wrong. It was not the circlet. That was actually a bracelet of fine silk with 3 small marble objects. And this one has a copper circlet with 3 garnets on it.
Ika is going to look into anything that looks magical.
That's up to you to decide. There are those.
I don't know
there
what
are
things look like.
various gems. The only 4 things of particular note would be the 4 things on the pedestals. Whether or not you think they're magic is up to you. Other stuff is like there are various gemstones, gold, copper, etc. that you're finding as well.
Does
It
it
will be
seem
trying to
similar?
figure out if it's magic. It will be trying to figure out if the stuff on the pedestal is magic.
Okay. Are you casting a spell for it, or are you just looking?
Just looking.
Make an
I have
Arcana
1
check.
spell slot.
Alright, make an Arcana check real quick, and then we will go over to the animal party. I mean, some
Magic!
things maybe they look. I mean, the things look kind of magical. I mean, white fur is neat. Maybe. Those of you going to the
Definitely.
kennel,
Ready.
you find there are various. A lot of these are farm type animals. Chickens, goats. There's even one fairly large pig in one of these that you're kind of surprised has made it. Some cages that have various bunnies in them, bunnies and rabbits. The most notable things are that there is 1 hawk, 2 baboons, and as you look closely at it, it takes you a moment, Maverick, as you look at this snake, as it has a fairly odd chromatic coloring to it. These various colorful scales along it, and as you look at it, it shifts and floats up in front of you a little bit as it beats these comparatively large compared to it, but still compared to you fairly small feathered wings, multicolored feathered wings, as you see this flying snake.
Can I roll to see if I know that that's a coatl?
It is not a coatl, but you can roll for it. I think it's a
Is it
coatl.
not?
It's not. It is just a flying snake.
Oh,
I guess I shouldn't be telling
just-
you this, but yeah, it's not a coatl.
okay.
Yeah, they're a thing. Flying snakes in D&D. They're just snakes that have colorful bird wings.
What would I roll for that?
That would probably be an Arcana, since it is a monstrosity.
An 11.
It's a snake and has wings. Gambit and
Okay.
Cedar, what are you doing?
Can I use Cure Wounds on Gambit?
You can. Go ahead and cast it and roll it. And I assume that's your first level slot?
Yes.
With that, you are out of slots for the day for the spells that you have. As you
Okey
restore
doke.
9 hit points as Gambit, as this satyr woman reaches over and a green gentle light flows from her hand, and you feel your aura restore.
Oh, thanks.
No problem. I mean, you look pretty bad.
Yeah, made some not so smart decisions. But you know,
Wait,
what's new?
why is it that You were running away from jackals.
Well, let's see. I woke up, and I realized where it was. So I went over there, and I peeked in the hallway, and I saw that there were a whole bunch of jackals, and I guess they were attacking your party. And so I tried to make a distraction, and I was woefully unprepared for all the dogs that started chasing me.
So you just woke up here?
Yeah. I guess I've been under the weird cat lady's spell for a couple of days now, but
Days?
I think, I don't know, it's been kind of hazy.
Girl, are you good?
I'm a little hungry, but other than that, I'm fine.
Let me see if I have anything you can eat.
Oh, don't worry about it. I know where there's food.
Well, okay then.
Let's try to get these animals out first.
Out?
Yeah. Well, we can't just leave them here, right?
I mean, my thought is if the jackals were dangerous, I'm kind of worried about a snake with wings.
I guess that's true.
I mean, I don't know what to do with these things, but kind of nice to see them. I mean,
What was that you cut out? Cedar? Oh. That was on my side. They'll be back in the second stream. Looks like Discord just crashed. Oh, it wasn't just Discord. Is that my internet? It also looks like stream crashed. Doesn't say I disconnected. They're still moving on that side, so I'm guessing they're still around. Let me start stream again. Go live. It's a good thing we got the recording though. I do like that. Recordings are nice and helpful. Do. Hello?
I mean, I've been with them for a little while now, and they're pretty friendly people. I bet they'd be happy to have you. But we should probably introduce you to them first.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to have, like, a trial, see if I'm, like, worthy and all that sort of stuff, or I have the right skills, then I'm totally okay with that before we make it, sign any contracts or anything like that. But, yeah, it'd be super nice to, go around with other people and not suddenly find yourself face to face with 3 jackals all alone. You know what I mean?
So my Discord super crashed. What'd I miss? It sounds like you're getting Gambit into the messengers?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, cool.
He wants to join, and I'd like to have him, but I said that we should introduce him to everybody first, and he said that he would just really like to have a group around so that he's not being attacked by jackals alone.
That's fair.
To which I respond, yeah, I totally know what you mean, because I found this group right after I lost my entire family. And I gotta say, it's been really great having people around.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, I am so sorry about your family.
Thanks. Me too.
Well, I guess if we're not going to let these animals out, then we should go back to the rest of the party.
Yeah. Gosh, I feel horrible leaving them here.
Yeah. Maybe someone will know what to do with them.
We could ask Thicket.
Thicket?
Yeah, I think you'll have to meet him to understand.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So you
I
walk.
could maybe make some wings like this snake over here.
I made a friend.
Ah,
Hiya,
poor
buddy.
Maverick.
Oh,
Comes up with an idea.
he's got an idea now, so.
It's true, he does.
Jojo, over here. Over here, Jojo. Good boy.
No, Jojo's over at Justin's place.
Hello.
But you return. Hello.
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 Hi, Abby.
Okay, cool. So
My
you
name
see,
is Cedar.
you walk in and see Thicket and Doug and Garon in particular shoveling whatever remains of the copper and various jewels and a French horn and a flute into their bags. As at this point, they're probably close to the end of tossing everything in there. You did say you tossed the items on the pedestals in as well, yeah?
Do they look dangerous to touch?
That's up to you to decide.
I don't know.
I'm also going to delete the echo because it's not necessary right now. Chris? You're on responding. Hello? Christopher, are you alive? Jack, are you alive? Am I alive? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
I can hear
Oh,
you.
cool, good. I want to make sure.
Okay. So,
I want to
here's
make
the
sure
thing.
I crash again. Okay, continue.
I thought for sure that the whole situation in the kennels was going to take longer, so I'm in the process of making nachos.
That's fair. We are about to end. In fact, if we want, we can do the introductions next time as Cedar walks in and says, "I made a friend," with Gambit coming behind her. We can, as we finish out of that combat, it is 10:06. We could go ahead and end there. Question is, if y'all are going really fast, I'm debating if I should throw the items into the party sheet to let y'all look at, or if I should,
Well, if there's a way to maybe like have like a side thing where it's ready, and so that when we do like
it's
have
already
time
ready.
to look at it, and then we do, yeah, then that would be the coolest, because then that way it'd be like it'd still be a surprise. I think though,
leave it off to the side then.
You were asking about the things on the pedestal. I think that Garon would not have immediately gone to those. He would have gotten everything off all the floors first, and any like piles or whatever, and then because you said I was slipping on coins in the southwest as well. So if all that's taken care of. Okay, if all that's taken care of, and before they have returned, I still have time to try to investigate each pedestal. I would like to make Arcana checks for each pedestal, and then make my best guess based off of that, and then go from there, if that's okay.
Based on the time they were gone, I would say you would not have time to make those checks, and that you can probably handle those and looking at the goods at the beginning of next session.
Okay.
All right. In that case, I'll take us out of it as Cedar returns, Garand picking up what feels like hundreds or thousands of these various coins. looking at, and I assume probably deciding, maybe later, on the chandelier. Probably not grabbing the satins off the ground yet. That'd probably be a thing to do next time, but as you all gather everything, taking a deep breath from the fairly tough series of battles, as it feels like you fought the entire commune at once. Mostly because you fought most of the commune at once. You take a deep breath. That's where we'll end the session for tonight. The last little thing is I'm going to award experience, which I've now added Gambit to the party. Gambit is sitting at 1,500 experience, so 463 less than most of you, and 173 less than Maverick. We'll see if you level. There's a lot of experience here. Not enough to level. Unfortunately, it is 525 or 23 for most of you. It brings most of y'all up to 2,486 of the 2,700 total that you need for the next level. So unfortunately, it's not quite all the way there. But you did do a lot at once. Took care of a lot of enemies. And taking a deep breath, that is where we're going to end the session. Good job, guys. Y'all survived.
Nice.
Good job bottlenecking. I was kind of worried if y'all didn't bottleneck that they were going to kill you. Not gonna lie. But having them, go against all the high AC people up front, and then that restraining from Thicket was really good.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Level 1
clutch.
spells, baby.
Level 1 spells are underrated. Not gonna lie.
Honestly.
It's true. You did kill the boss lady first.
I just wanted to smack her so bad with a sword and it be satisfying. I just wanted one good hit.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you hit her at all. Did you with the flame blade?
I think I hit her twice,
Okay. There was a little bit.
and
during that fight.
both were very bad rolls.
In sheer terms
Yeah,
of like XP,
A total of 10 damage.
because the layer was worth 1,500 XP because you had a CR4 creature and 4 CR1/2s, and then the lounge and the kennel. The lounge was 700 and the kennel was 540. That was a lot of things. That took all your resources. Y'all have basically nothing left. I think Thicket might have one spell slot, and I
have
think
one
that's
spell.
Yep, and that's basically it. That's all you have.
Yep.
Everyone else except for Gambit, because he's new.
I have
Basically,
shillelaghs.
you do. I mean, cantrips are great. Cantrips are often underrated. But I won't keep YouTube here anymore. You have fun, YouTube. We will see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.